Traders boost Bank of England rate bets and fully priced 2 cuts this year.
Hello. Beautiful. There we go. Let's go. I don't know why it was doing that, to be fair, man. That was super weird. Thought the USB was messed up on it or something. How odd. Swap the port with something else, so we'll see if that other thing works on it or not, or if it's just completely mangled like nothing, or mangled like something we don't know. Yo, what a go on type thing. Anyway, that was weird as hell. Like, that was super weird. Unsure as to what, where, when, or why, but it's fine. Anyway, let's go back to trading now.
According to India Minister, NVIDIA is working with some AI infra software companies.
Ugh, so tired, man. Yo, Mangi, good timing. I just fixed my microphone, it wasn't working, bro. Welcome. Bro, my sleeping pattern's so bad, man. I went to sleep today and mum had to wake me up. Like, I didn't even wake up myself. I had to like push me to wake me up. I was like, yo, completely dead.
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
Anyway, let's see what the score is. Anyway, what are you looking at, Mwangi, on the charts? Bro, I don't know what's happened with the dollar, but look at that. I think the NFP data is really starting to show us what's going on now. Because that's some strength right there in the dollar, bro. And then even look at gold and silver. I think gold and silver might be range bound for a couple of weeks, I think, in all honesty. You know, a lot of the risk in the market, a lot of the uncertainty in the market is kind of gone at, isn't it? Like with the NFP data, with obviously the new Fed chair being a bit more vocal on what his stance is and stuff like that. I think that all of that uncertainty is kind of faded out of the market, if that makes sense. And the data for pound is looking really bad on the flipping. Look at pound yen, bro. We're back at 207. Holy moly. Pound's doing really bad. That's good actually. I want it to drop, so more dollar strength. Yep, dollar strength. And then you know how the dollar is weak because like there's just so many stuff that everyone's confused about, yeah? We have a bit more clarity on things now, which is obviously kind of not good for everyone else because it just means that the dollar's gonna have a bit more stability. And when you look at all the other currencies versus the dollar is literally the strongest, bro, except AUD and NZD. After them, dollar is the best. So I think moving forward, there's a likelihood that the dollar is going to become exceptionally strong in a few months. Probably about 6 months, because their GDP, which is their growth, like their quarterly growth, is 4.3%. Everyone else's is 1%, 2%, or in negative. So the economy is growing at an exceptional rate. So probably 6 months, maybe a bit more than that, the dollar is going to be exceptionally strong because of how it's just growing and stuff like that. So with such momentum, if that makes sense. I think that let's have a look at Bitcoin in it. Let's have a look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart because it's gonna be easier to see on the weekly. I have to think about this. Bitcoin does good in risk on. I don't think we're so risk off anymore after the data, which is why we're not seeing Bitcoin drop even more, because look at that. Right, you know how the dollar started to find support here and started to push up, Bitcoin started to range around the same time. So if the dollar pushes up higher and higher and higher, and then naturally we see the indices following suit, then we should start to see Bitcoin creeping upwards. With that being said, it's still a bit too early to say if Bitcoin's gonna go up. I'm still more on the idea that it's gonna go down, because I think people are only gonna trade Bitcoin when they have spare money to manage. Whereas everyone's been getting destroyed in the market, so I think they're gonna put their money more in gold, more in dollar and indices, and then Bitcoin after. But have you realized something interesting though, Mwangi? Bitcoin was probably one of the hardest hit markets in this drop. Compared to all of the markets, yeah, I think Bitcoin was the most, or the weakest one there was, you know? Because you had how much percent drop? 50, probably what, 53%-ish? Good guess, 52 and 3/4. They had almost a 53% drop on Bitcoin, Mwangi. So I think it's going to be fascinating to see whether people are going to start piling money back into Bitcoin when it does not seem to be that stable at all. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, that to me does just not seem good at all. It really doesn't seem good. First leg, second leg, no entry. Maybe on USD, risky one that for now. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's a bit. We have a saying in the UK, techie is like, oh, a bit of a bit of a confusing one. Like, that's a techie one. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm not that clued up on the slang anymore since I've become an old man. But yeah, that's a bit of a techie one, man. So I think that it's better to wait, kind of to see how the rest of the market does, because obviously remember all the markets trade around each other, don't they? All of these markets have one thing to do with one another, so yeah. That was a supply zone that we just swept, and we tagged into a supply zone here, and it's a channel, so channel sweep, structural high, tagging into supply. I like the look at that for USD JPY possible shorts. But if we see so much strength in the DXY, then shorts sound like a good idea. I'm thinking about UJ shorts right now. But let's sit, wait and see. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes, Mangi, with that risk on stuff with Bitcoin and stuff like that. I'm still a bit hesitant. What's going on with oil? Wonder what's going on with oil. Aha, range band. Interesting. We did a lovely move here and here. Now we're range band. I'll execute when it comes to me. On oil, yeah. Or to set a limit. Actually, no, don't, just in case you set a limit and like overnight something good happens and then you're like, oh shit. I think with stuff like gold and that type of thing and silver, these really volatile assets, probably better to do live execution, to be fair, as you said. Hopefully this weekend or next weekend oil is okay with the limit. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have a big stop anyway, so they're gonna take at least 1-2 days for you to get slapped on a stop loss, even if you do have volatile days, because it'll be a big stop, to be fair. That's a 1-2 day candle. 1-2. Yeah, it depends on the volume. You have time to think about what to do anyway, so you shouldn't get slapped really quickly or anything. So with the dollar, I think you might get another tiny leg to the downside again. I don't know if you're going to break 95.5. I think this might be a short-term protected low. I think you might go down a bit more to like 96, 95. Probably test that level again, and then I think you're going to go up from there. I don't see us going to another leg down deeper than 95, to be honest. I don't see that. The weakest of the dollars coming out. The dollar's starting to become one of the top performing currencies right now. I don't see much more downside on the dollar in all honesty, but when I said expect growth in the economy, I expect it in about 3 to 6 months, so it's hard to say what it's going to do within that time frame, but the data is looking good right now. So I'm curious to see kind of where's things going to go. How's your challenge anyway? Bro, mind you, these games are expensive, man. So expensive. All my risk interviews tomorrow. Let's have a look. Where did you say 4,800? Oh. Where the hell did these come from? Oh yeah. That's a fair region. That's still a 14% discount. So that's not bad. Yeah, hopefully when Sahad's back from India in 1-2 weeks, you can watch that video. Sorry about that. When I was trying to get the computer sorted, I took longer than expected, so I didn't get a chance. And then also when I did get everything sorted, I was like, oh my god, the file was on the old computer. I just need to ask that person for another file again. Or the link for the video again. I could re-download the options video. So yeah. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds better. Like, I know it sounds odd, but it sounds like a better idea to short gold for now than to buy gold. I mean, at a good level now anyway, to be honest, because at the Asia midline, which is always tends to be quite a nice level. And you could have just done a manual execution from the midline directly and just had like a 250 pip SL and then just target Asia low. Be a 2.8R, I suppose. Or you could be safer and have like a 350 pip SL and then just go for a 2 to 1. But then that sets your entry around there. But how do you figure out your entries? Do you do them on fibs or what? Because sometimes you pick quite random levels sometimes. I did literally say that I was gonna short build up of a channel, super that level, volume comes in there, contraction was quite big, but now you've got the sell off here. Damn it. Okay, but structure on what time frame? Like M5 structure, M15 structure, or what? To be honest, M5, M15 has similar structure. M30 kind of does as well. Yo, hello. Oh. Check me out, bro. Lord, that was funny. That was quite funny. Hello? Hello? Hello, I'm cute. Hello. Hello. Interesting. Interesting. Five and M5 to confirm. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I've hated the markets recently on M1, man. M5 has been so choppy. Chop fest central, mate. Absolute chop fest central. I feel cold. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we just wait for him to come back, and then I'm gonna try and get the video link off of the guy again, and then we can watch it. I think it'll be interesting to learn, bro, because like he's a successful trader, and it's like if he's trading options and he's been trading for 25 years, bro. The guy used to be a scalper. He's traded Forex. He's traded stocks. He's traded indices. He's traded everything over 25 years. He's successful. He's managed so much money. And he's credible, and it's like, why is he talks about options so much, bro? And he said, I've gone away from Forex, I've gone away from most things, I've just gone into options. If he's going into options, bro, there has to be a valid reason why, innit? You see what I'm trying to say? That's why I'm curious about it. And because my trade frequency is so low on Forex, I need something to offset it that isn't related to Forex. Like futures is basically the same thing, whereas options is a different type of thing. So because of that, I think it's a really good idea to kind of like learn about options. But the one issue is the kind of what Haroon mentioned. If it's your own capital, it's going to be a slow and steady game. But I don't mind that. I don't mind using my own account, personal account, is risking 4 or 5% and just catching 1-to-1s consistently. Look at euro and pound push up. I think Zahad's only gone for about 2 weeks anyway, so it shouldn't be too long. So there's first leg, second leg, but I don't know if he's gonna pull back. I think it might just keep falling. First leg, second leg, possibly occurring. And here you got first leg, second leg. I didn't want to take that because you got Asia low right there. There could be Asia low bounce drop down. This is an invalid zone, and we got a channel here as well. Too risky on euro, too risky. Because you got volume up, volume down, volume up, volume down. So you can't even just look at candlestick anatomy. You look at the full context, and there's a play on both sides. That's why I didn't like look at euro. What else do you want to learn as a trader? Like, is there any other things that you'd want to learn? I think for me, it's only options, to be fair. Futures is basically the same anyway. That's more like a platform change than it is actual trading method. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I still don't understand any of it, but that's part of the game. I would have taken it from here, but what do we see? Demand zone there. Build up, sweet, massive candle contraction, bigger candle contraction, bigger candles contraction, bigger candles. Buyers, buyers, buyers. Tag straight into the demand zone, not looking for that. Right at Asia low, nope. No, thank you at all. So not looking to short it from there, because if price comes up and takes that level out, great. If it goes down, it doesn't really matter, because it's an invalidation anyway, so yeah. Bro, I can't believe GJ's back under 207, man. That's mad. I mean, back under 208, sorry. That's insane. I'm thinking about buying a curved monitor with this payout. I'm just really wondering if I should do it or not. 27-inch curved monitor. See how that goes. If it looks good and clean, then I'll sell both of these and I'll buy another one. But with that, I need to have a soundbar. I cannot use speakers because these screens have speakers, which is what the audio is coming through now. But the gaming computer monitors don't have built-in speakers, so I need a separate soundbar. Oh yeah. Get it. Curved is dope. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Want to use waiting on reaction at 207.2. So what's on 207.2? Oh shit. This little zone here, I'm guessing. This zone here, because that's 207.3 all the way down to 207.5. This yen strength is insane, isn't it? No one was really expecting it. Get it. Curved is dope. Yeah, and it's a 2K monitor. It's basically a gaming monitor, isn't it? 2K 27-inch curved. These are 24 inches straight right now. I think if I got 27 curved, it'll give like a more hooked experience. And I was slightly bigger as well. I was looking at 32-inch, but then I was like, wait a second, 32 might be way too big. Because my room's so small, I can't even move back and have the monitors further away, because the monitors as far back as they can be because my room's so small. So I'll probably go for 127-inch, see how it feels, if it's good quality and stuff like that, then I'll grab another one. Can I just show you the monitor on Amazon? Will I just show it to you? Would that be easier? Yeah, I'll just show you one sec. Here you go. So this is the monitor that I'm thinking about getting. It's got 2.5 millisecond refresh. It's got 1500 curve. It's VA, so it's not the best, but HDR ready, 180 Hz. So if I did gaming, I could get at least 180 FPS. Registered by the actual monitor, which is quite a lot to be fair. This MSI is one of the reputable gaming brands, of course. 1500 curve, which is kind of the normal, I think. Got a tiny tilt on it, and yeah. So this is pretty much it. It was cool, to be fair. and the cost of it is 160, which isn't bad. So 2 monitors, 320, it's not bad. I can get a 1 monitor for now. Hook it up and see how it looks. If it looks good, I'll buy the other one. But then I need a sound bar, which this is what I'm looking at. Yeah. I ordered a controller as well, so I got this controller yesterday. It's alright, to be honest. Yeah, basically, yeah. Because all it is really right now is the computer itself, the keyboard and the mouse. That's more like gaming stuffy. But the rest of it is just very much normal. So yeah, once I had these 2 monitors and the soundbar, then it's pretty much a complete gaming setup. At that point I could quite easily do streams of me gaming, but the only issue is my upload speed on my broadband isn't fast enough for 2K or 4K resolution. My computer can do it, the monitors can do it, all that stuff. It just could be the case where the internet's my cap, because I'm only getting 70 megabytes download and uploads about 18, like between 16 and 18, 19. I would need double that, to be honest. I'd need at least a 40 or 50 meg upload to do like 2K stable, consistently stable. Let's have a look at this here, how big and stuff was the SL. I wouldn't have taken a 5.6 pip SL, we all know that. That's way too big. Way too big. And if it was a 5 pip, maybe. If it's a 4.5 pip, you can definitely work with that. The 3.6 to 2.7. I want another monitor, yeah, 3rd one, but you know the really slim ones you get, like the, I don't know what they're called, like the really slim monitors just for like Discord chats and stuff like that. I don't know what they called or what their name is or whatever, but I want one of them. But then I can have the, on one monitor I have TradingView, on the other monitor I have the Heron copier with the other account that I need to execute on, and then on the 3rd monitor I just want to have like all the streaming stuff on there. So I want like a teeny slim monitor. Then I've got 3, because if I can't fit 3 big monitors, it needs to be 2 big monitors and a really small one. And then I was thinking if I can get those like slim ones, they might be alright. Oh, I can get a tablet. Hook the tablet up to the computer as a little screen. Put it in front of me for the... Oh. That's a sick idea. Just get a cheap little tablet, HD, plug it into the computer as a 3rd monitor, and then I could just use that for like looking at the chat and stuff like that. And then just have 2 monitors. Oh, that's a sick idea, bro. As long as I can see your comments and stuff. Oh my god, that's a sick idea. Oh my god, that's a really good idea. Oh my god. Like a 13-inch monitor or something like that. No, but they're expensive though, aren't they? A 13-inch tablet is going to be expensive. Life is just a monitor, I suppose. I'm gonna have a look at that. I think a little 13-inch tablet style monitor would be perfect. Because I could just set it in the middle, not have it in the way of the screens, or I could set it in the side over here where I'm looking now, because that's where you got the gap from the computer and the monitor, which is where my windows. I can just fit a tiny little tablet there. Oh my god, this is gonna be a sick setup, Moangi. Yo, I need this payout. Been waiting about 16 years. I don't like this price action. Only GU is the cleanest one, to be fair. UJ is not bad at all, but that wasn't really a clean entry. There was one here, but as I said, SL's big and it tagged the demand zone right at Asia low. Could you do a bounce and keep going higher, leaving this zone as invalid and then targeting all of this rest of that right there? Very possible. Where's Francesa? Well, we're sending 11.3 megabytes, 11.4 megabytes, and our download's about 78. So I might be able to get away with 2K streaming. Maybe. I love the RAM, bro. The RAM is so good, man. It's literally like 18 gig. And I've got another like 40 left. It's fantastic, man. Fucking brilliant. Such a good setup, man. Mangi, do you game as well or not? Tell me some good games to download that are free, bro. Those guys want me to download Zombies and Battlefield? Isn't that COD? Don't know. I prefer stuff like Forza and that type of thing, and Street Fighter and stuff like that. But you all gotta pay for all them suckers. What's gold and silver doing? Those shorts are nice, man. Ugh. Man, slow day today or what? Yeah. So you're not much of a gamer, I'm guessing then, no? Yeah. Me too. I just wanted to start doing it whilst I've got the computer in it. Because I get so bored. But all the games, they're all the same, like shooting style games and stuff like that. What happened to good old Tekken and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and like those types of games? They were, I used to love them. And stuff like racing games like Forza, Horizon and stuff. These new games are like open world, like Need for Speed style, and I don't like that. Not anymore. I did when I was a kid.
At 4 a.m. Eastern Time, get Italian trade balance EU prior -1.959 billion and international trade balance prior 5.078 billion.
Euro is doing really well. Pound is not. My god, it's cold. Oh, next week's gonna be warm. 11 degrees. Wow. Kiss my ass. You jack. Down freaking 40 pips. In all honesty, it wouldn't have worked. First leg, second leg just wicked there. That's not really a break. Nah, I don't like the look of that.
At 4 a.m. Eastern Time, get Italian trade balance EU prime minus 1.959 billion and international trade balance 5.078 billion.
Oh, is that it? Have a look in the Discord. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, retail sales. No, you've got a retail. Wait, wrong. Oh shit! I didn't upload the picture for the. Oh, you idiot! I uploaded the same picture. Ah, stupid. I didn't update a new picture in the Discord. That's fine, I can just look now anyway. Yeah, CAD CPI, that's it. Pretty quiet day to be fair. Yesterday was CAD China USD. Now today's China 4 bank holiday. You've had unemployment rate and stuff like that from pound. Really bad. Why am I not surprised? And then we got CPI. Tomorrow might be okay. Midweek tends to be a bit better, I think. Till March? What? What do you mean? Ugh. Damn it. Dollar's done an interesting one. It's a nice strong bullish candle and or becoming a strong bullish candle, and now it's like no. I don't need. Ah, okay. That makes sense, bro.
Shortly expecting Italian trade balances. I'll lead with the EU trade balance.
You ever get that feeling where you just want to close the charts and go to sleep? I'm really getting it. Go and close the charts and go to bed. Yeah, that's how I feel, bro. Just want to go close the charts and go to bed.
Senior Iranian official says the key to sustaining effective talks is US seriousness on lifting sanctions and avoiding unrealistic demands.
Good luck, mate. They're the least realistic people there is.
Italian trade balance EU minus 2.447 billion. Italian international trade balance 6.037 billion.
Arun's awake. You're trading New York. Am I trading New York? I probably will, yeah. London's so dead these days, bro. Honestly, just better off looking at New York. And I don't like New York as well, but I just have to. I'm gonna be off. See you. Yeah, peace out, bro. Have a good one. Oh my god, someone help. Ugh. Ugh. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see what we can do. G basically stuck in that little bit of range, doing absolutely nothing. Gold, silver, nothing. We're just building a lovely channel right here. I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to actually catch a reversal, but I'm wondering, could this be a reversal or could it just be a price is gonna keep flying type thing?
Kremlin says three-way talks on Ukraine and Geneva will continue tomorrow. No news expected today.
Well, hello everybody, this is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
Probably one of the most boring streams I've ever done. Oi. At 9:30 and ain't nothing happening. Come on, bro. What are we doing with these bloody markets? Holy shite, sir. Oh. Oh. Man, when the markets are slow, they're exceptionally slow, aren't they? Like, wowza, man. We've got no volume on there. VIX is at 21. Oil, silver, Bitcoin's down. Been quite a lot of red in the market. Stick around for another 5-10 minutes and then I'm done. There's really not much going on. Right, 5 minutes left. Perfect. Charts are already set for New York session. There's not going to be much movement anymore, so might as well. Right, that's basically me done today. Nothing for London session. Absolutely crappy price action. Massive drop off there in Frankfurt from EUG and everything. Then it's just bloody hell. Let's just look at this, yeah. First leg, second leg, third leg. No, there's no pullback for any entry whatsoever. It's so frustrating. Where it is what it is. You could say first leg, not really, it's just one candle, then it carried on going higher. If it was more like this, then sure, but it's just like that's not really a leg. I'm talking to myself anyway. Yeah, so nothing on GU, EU. I mean, it took out Asia low, but oh, it took out this low as well, actually, didn't it? Yeah, so it did take out that low. Did EU give anything? First leg. I won't say second leg because it wicked, so if it didn't break structure or anything. And you've got this channel here. I don't like the look of that. Nope, not taking that. First leg. Let's say second leg's here. And third leg's there. Would have tagged in 1-2 minutes, so probably couldn't have got into that so quick. So yeah, that's pretty much me done. I'm gonna cut the stream there then and see what happens in New York session. Peace out.
German ZEW economic sentiment 58.3, 58.3, lower than forecast 65.2. Current conditions minus 65.9, minus 65.9 as expected. Survey expectations 39.4, 39.4.